Holy crap! Cody just finished the story. What do you say, guys?
I can't believe it. Part of me thought it wasn't going to happen.
I really thought the screw job was coming, but then again, the biggest shock of them all, we'll save it for later, but yeah, that was pretty good cameos tonight.
Yep.
All right, let's roll that intro. It's time for Wrestlemania After Dark. Welcome, everyone, to the Wrestlemania After Show, Wrestlemania After Dark. I'm, of course, the patron saint of professional wrestling. I'm that gingered up, bubbly son of a bitch. I'm Canada F and Dry, damn it. My colleague to my right, introduce yourself.
It's me. It's that EVP. How are we doing tonight? Ready to recap WrestleMania Part 2?
Introduce yourself, man below me.
Once again, for the second night in a row, the closer's coming in for the relief pitch. Here I am, showtime, and wow, I'm kind of glad they cut tonight a lot earlier than last night because it's been a long 2 days. Well,
I think they made it down to effect that people got to work the next day.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, and they're gonna probably do the bigger press conference tonight too.
And we're not watching. We're doing the whole thing. We're doing the whole shebang. Exactly. If you want to put it on and give us some updates while we're on the show,
I have the Peacock Network playing.
Okay, cool.
But it's muted, so we'll see if anything happens.
For sure. So we're just gonna go match by match, and we're gonna go over this thing, and we're gonna find out what everyone thought of the matches. Anything you guys want to go over before we start?
No, I think we can just get right into the matches. I don't think there's anything that needs to be brought up, right?
So we started out.
There's a big shocker. There is a big shocker near the end, and nobody was guessing. Everybody was guessing names but him showing up tonight.
So, our first match, we have an excellent entrance by Drew McIntyre. He comes out to the bagpipes. He comes out to the sword from what's that movie? Braveheart. That entrance was amazing.
Yeah.
The Drew the Seth Rollins entrance. Everyone dressed up in these crazy costumes.
That's tradition in Philly for New Year's. It's the Mummers Parade. So it's like a Philly thing. It's very.
You know what? I don't like the Mummers Parade. I like the Dadders Parade.
It's something similar like they do in New Orleans or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It kind of reminds me of that.
Kind of, sort of. I mean, I don't know much about it. I've never really watched the.
Yeah, they said that during the show. So
I mean, but I just know I live in Maryland. I'm like 45 minutes from Philly, so I know of it.
So this match kicks off with Drew McIntyre going for early pin with the Claymore. They go back and forth with claymores. They go back and forth with curb stomps, pedigrees galore in this match. Um, I think the match itself, what was pretty good, in my opinion. I think it was entertaining. Um, Seth just couldn't keep going after just being decimated over and over again. The knee was hurt, so um, Joe Graham, what do you think about this match?
I think this was the perfect way to start this show off. Like, it's sort of just like a continuation from night one into night two. Like, it felt very fluid. It's like almost like nothing stopped. They just kept going. And it was great. I could have done without the finisher spam. But other than that, like Drew, his character work is just phenomenal. I love it. And I'm really in. Like, I called what happens afterwards. I was like, "This is
okay." But we're going to talk about that after. Right. We're going to talk about the match first.
Yeah, but the match was great. It great way to start the show. It woke me up because I've had a long day, so I was tired. But this match definitely woke me up. Can't say much about the rest of the card, but this match, yeah, I enjoyed it. It was fun. And then I got.
What did you think of the match, Showtime?
For the opener, I thought it was a pretty good opener match, and I kind of felt like those two names should have been later, but at the same time, it makes more sense too. So you don't want those guys right before the main event. Plus, there's other things that happen later on in the night, so I don't want to get into right now. But no, I'd actually surprisingly, especially with Seth trying to work the knee injury involved from last night into tonight and stuff. Yeah, no, it was a pretty solid match there. So I liked it.
All right, now we'll get into what happened afterwards, the shenanigans afterwards. So Drew's partying, kisses his wife with a belt, and he decides to get in the face of CM Punk.
Who is the announcer? We forgot to mention he was the special guest announcer for the match.
Yes, he was the special guest announcer, and he's getting in the face, and you kind of had a feeling the longer he was in CM Punk's face that something was going to happen.
Yeah.
Drew stands up on top of the table. CM Punk takes him out with a cheap shot from behind and knocks him off the table. Takes off his brace and starts whacking him with it. And all of a sudden, the Judgment Day music hits. Out comes Priest hits him with the case, and then he gets the easy 1, 2, 3.
Finally cashes in. We should actually emphasize too.
Yes, he was cashing in, but
finally.
Yes.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Genoa. Tell me what you thought of this.
It had to be done. I mean, it sucks seeing Drew only get that 1 few-minute win, and it was so obvious. Yeah, it was obvious. The more that he was jaunting back and forth with Punk, you knew, okay, this is the cash-in moment. And sure enough, but now it's time to see what Priest is going to do with the title.
Not much.
I have a feeling he might just be almost a slight transition champion, to be brutally honest.
Yeah. So my thoughts are, like, you could definitely tell something was going to happen. Like, you sit there and you have Drew just getting up in the face of Punk, just being the slime ball that he knew, just trying to get under Punk's skin. But I don't see Damian Priest holding on to this long. To me, he just doesn't feel like main event.
No, not at all. Not. He's like, when you go from Seth Rollins to him, or even just technically Drew McIntyre for a split second to him, you're comparing apples to like really rotten bananas. Like,
yeah.
So my thoughts are this: I hated it. I hated that they had the cash in like that. But I guess I figured this is what they're doing. They're going to have Drew McIntyre versus him at Clash at the Castle.
Yeah.
And I think Drew will win in Scotland.
And then he'll hold it till Germany.
And he'll hold it until CM Punk takes it from him.
I don't think CM Punk's taking it. I wouldn't do that.
I don't think he's.
I think they will. I think they'll give it to CM Punk because that's what. I don't think they need to.
I wouldn't personally,
but I think that unless, like, what is it leading to? Like, he's going to have the championship, and I don't agree with that, but I think that's what they're going to do.
I'd have Drew beat Punk at SummerSlam, and then at the Berlin show, I'd have Gunther destroy I'd have destroy Drew and let Gunther be the champion. That's me, though.
So right now, Priest is the very first person up to the podium for the press conference right now.
Yeah. So.
All right. Any other comments on this first match?
Nope.
Not just good, but disappointing results at the very, very end of it.
Yeah, like it was bittersweet.
Yeah.
Because Drew, honestly, he's my favorite WWE superstar.
Oh, he's huge right now. He's on a tear with his freaking trash talking with social media and everything else, man. He's
like, I did think of something. Honestly, I wish they didn't have Drew win. If they're doing this, they should have just had Priest cash in and take it, and then just give Drew his big crowning moment in Scotland.
Well, it sets up the Punk match.
Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah, I guess.
You're just bitter at Punk, and I'm better at Punk too. But you have the reason out the window.
I don't know how. The question is, how healthy is Punk? That's the big thing.
He's made of glass. Let's face it.
Yeah, like if he hadn't, he's been off for quite a while since Rumble, so
yeah. And that's after being off for a long time in AEW.
Think about it, like he has all this time between after the Castle match, so he's got lots of time to get better.
Yeah, I guess time will tell. We'll see.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right, what match do we have next, GM Joe?
Next up is the 6-man tag Philly street fight between Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits versus what are they called? The Final Testament, Karrion Kross and AOP.
And they have a special referee for this match.
Oh, yes. So special commentator was Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
Right? Am I getting that right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. And then special guest referee was Mr. Bubba Ray Dudley.
Get the tables.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest, most of this match was a blur.
It lost me too.
Yeah.
It didn't capture me again until the last quarter of the match.
I think too, probably the biggest problem was with Snoop Dogg on commentary really killed it because he doesn't really know what's going on and he's just saying random things that just really screws up the whole vibe of the match and the whole play.
Like when Caleb phones in to talk about.
Yeah, like honestly, I know we said this a couple times last night. This should have been on SmackDown.
Yes,
a main event though.
What? Yeah, well, that's fine. It's just this didn't have that WrestleMania feel to it.
It really was just like that LWO versus Love Falcone match last night. It literally had the exact same vibes. They were literally almost carbon copy of each other.
And Bobby Lashley and Street Profits, they've been beat down by the what are they, the Truth Commission? What are they called?
The Final Testament.
That name is so horrible.
Yeah,
it sounds like a Wish version of the Judgment Day.
It really is. It's SmackDown's crappy version of freaking Judgment Day.
Yeah, it's like the Final Testament.
Yeah.
Why do we got to have all these Bible names?
But Scarlett looked hot tonight. I will say that.
Oh yeah, she looked very nice tonight.
Yeah.
B-Fab didn't look too bad either.
Yeah, I will say I do like the fact that the Street Profits and Bobby and B-Fab all had matching gear. I can appreciate that.
Yeah.
But yes, the match overall just like I said until
I like how they recovered after the table broke.
That was bad. I forgot.
So they set it up to throw who was it?
Karrion Kross to the table.
Karrion Kross on the table. They were going to do a splash moment, and it broke before he could jump off.
You could see it was a poorly gimmicked table. The way it broke, it just like it split perfectly, and it split
a nice
in half.
cut.
Yeah,
it was too gimmicked.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I like how they recovered. Like, well, something like that. You got to get a new table. Like, it's realistic, right?
Yep.
Just got to get a new table.
Yeah, like this match was very dull until Bubba Ray got involved.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did enjoy that. Get the tables and they're smacking. That part was kind of cool. But
okay,
I guess
overall,
it's a Raw or SmackDown match.
Yep.
Yeah. Or pre-show.
Up next is
not that bad. It's not that bad.
So up next is LA Knight and AJ Styles.
So I think this could have been in a steel cage.
That would have been cool.
Like, you've had this big, and it's not even. Is there no special stipulations for this?
Nope, it was just a straight one-on-one match.
Yeah, like you guys are fighting, and it's just a regular match.
You're right, especially the whole build-up, breaking into houses, even fighting at the press conference and interrupting somebody else's press conference, or not press conferences, but this show, whatever, the WWE backstage shows or whatever going on the other day. So, for the build-up, it would have been nice to have something like a steel cage or close to that. Or
steel cages are great. They don't do it very much any often. The steel cages were always meant to end the feuds back in the day.
Yeah.
And no one does it anymore.
Look,
they do it as a part of it.
My problem is and WWE does this quite often. Like, you can't have the baby face be the one breaking into houses. That's not a baby face move. Like, I found myself like rooting for AJ because he's the one who's been done wrong. He's the one who had his house invaded. I mean,
yeah, that's where you got to keep babyface the babyface.
Yeah,
like I think a Punk there. It wasn't a babyface move to hit him from behind.
No, not at all.
Like, it's just like, and then just like, if you're a Drew fan, you're like, oh, he's slime.
Yeah, that wasn't scumbag.
It doesn't do anything for Punk's reputation. Mr. Isaac says Austin did it to Pillman and Triple H did it to Basis.
Exactly, and it's not supposed to work like that. Especially the Triple H and Warner one was really bad.
At least the one that makes sense was what was it? Seth Rollins breaking into edges, because Seth was playing the heel and that Edge was playing the face of that rivalry.
Yeah, so it is what it is. But
the match was good though. The match was good, pretty solid match, but it wasn't the best match. And you know what? That match before kind of made this theme from that match kind of dead too.
Yeah, what did you think of the overall match, Showtime?
I thought they put on a good match, but it was just that previous match really sucked life. From going from the Priest, did that match really just killed a lot of momentum. So I found myself kind of just out, like not paying it, like phasing in and out. But it was they did put on a solid show though.
It
I'll say.
seemed was this match like 10 minutes?
That's my problem. Like it just wasn't long enough.
Yeah.
Yes, this is the equivalent. This is exactly the same as the Usos match the night before.
Exactly. But
A lot of the matches tonight felt rushed.
Yeah, 10 minutes. You just got to cut out that story time.
well, no, that's exactly it.
But I see what's going on here. A lot of people in America probably have that $5.99 deal.
Yep.
And they can't cut out the promo time
Because they got to do the commercials.
Yes, so like their hands are tied with that. So.
It's ridiculous. The video packet. I think if they trimmed out a lot of those video packages.
No, what I'm saying is they can't do that because in America, the people show the commercials, and that's how Peacock's making money back. So that makes perfect sense.
So, what did you guys think of AJ Styles' new entrance music?
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah.
I need to hear more of it, more than the 20 seconds we got.
Yeah.
Of it.
Yeah.
His entrance was pretty basic. Other than that, though.
But it really looks like they're playing, like typing him into being a darker character now.
Well, this is sort of a riff off of his Lone Wolf character in TNA.
Yeah.
So we'll see where it goes. I'm interested to see, because he said he's close to the end of his retirement. So I would like to see him get something serious before he goes.
It's so hard to call it a day. Like they all want to say, I want to retire, but like I think if you see AJ Styles pop up in AEW, don't be surprised if we're doing.
No, I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised after. Yeah, I could see him doing.
I think the problem is his style too is really hard on the body, and especially being older, like to keep trying to do like springboard flips and stuff like that, man. That really kills your shelf life right there.
So, like, I don't think LA Knight got his moment quite as good as it should have been.
Yeah.
No, I disagree.
And right after, it was kind of just rushed.
It was.
Yeah. Like, all right, let's move to our video package, and
like it's WrestleMania. It didn't feel like a big moment.
Yeah, I don't think they understand how to really give that moment feel.
Yeah.
Not tonight. Not tonight. They didn't. Absolutely.
No. Well, not yet. I think the first match. He didn't get no confetti or anything. Neither of them did.
No, nothing special.
Yeah. So, all right. I think it was a really good match that needed more time.
Yes.
Like I don't think you can dismiss it as a shitty match because it was a good match.
Yeah, no, it's just it didn't have the time to develop that emotional, like feeling of the match. Like it didn't really build on the story they had been telling. So,
and the crowd was out of it too. It was hard to stay with it when the crowd's on into it too.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, what do we got up next?
Up next is the triple threat match for the U.S. title.
I was into this match.
Yeah. I mean, it was what? Logan Paul, Kevin Owens, and Randy Orton. I want to talk about the entrances first.
We all called it.
Okay, sure. You can lead this.
That truck that Logan Paul came out on was hideous. I couldn't. That thing was so ugly. You couldn't pay me enough to drive that truck.
Well, I was thinking too, if you're going to drive a prime truck, it would be such good business to throw samples to the crowd.
You would think.
Like give Prime a chance to be, like see all these people drinking their free Prime drinks. Oh my goodness.
Like I am thoroughly surprised we didn't get those Cody Road bottles splattered everywhere.
The Prime, there's Prime Cody
The
Rhodes.
Prime bottles with Cody Rhodes logo on it.
I think we will after Mania. They didn't want to. They didn't want to spoil it.
And then KO comes out in a cart, which I found hilarious.
Well,
I made
even
the
before
comment,
that, yeah.
and then he throws
Well,
it in
before
reverse.
that, let's talk about this. They kind of teased us, making think that Owens was going to win.
They reenacted Sami Zayn's freaking entrance last night. Like
Yeah, we
we
called it this
that's
morning.
called earlier. Yeah.
But as we know, Logan Paul pulls off a W.
I guess KSI got tired of getting beat up in the Prime bottle, so they got a different YouTuber.
I honestly didn't even know the difference. I couldn't even, like, they said his name 50 times, and I still
I
couldn't
don't know
even
who he
remember.
is.
Yeah, I don't
think we're supposed to
Tonight
know
was
who he
the
is.
first time I ever heard of this guy.
Yeah.
Oh, he's big on YouTube. It's okay. I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, sure, cool. But yeah, the match itself was fun. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm tired of the brass knuckles, but other than that, like, I hate Logan Paul as a human, but he's a very good wrestler.
He's good at this.
Yeah.
Now, we were talking to Alex Haney in chat earlier, and he predicts that Logan Paul's going to be a gigantic baby face in the next couple of years.
I don't see it.
The reason I think it's true is he's got so many subscribers, and the younger ones, they don't give a shit. They just love him. Like we know better, but they just like, oh, he's the best. So as they get older, they're his main fans.
Yeah, I guess. I hope not.
I don't like it either, but it's just how it is. I was hoping I went with Randy in predictions, but I was going for Kevin because of the Sammy thing. It would just been cool, but it was a very good match. Logan, Paul, Randy, Kevin, they just all nailed it.
Like the storytelling, especially between KO and Randy, was top tier tonight.
Well,
like,
that was fun watching him do like beating Logan off for a long time, and then trading back and forth with freaking belly to back suplexes onto the table, and then whatever, and trying to compete with the elevation and stuff for that. That was absolutely fun. So I honestly I enjoyed this match. It started getting life back into WrestleMania, which we were totally losing for a while.
And I don't think Kevin really cares about winning a title at this point.
Unless it's the Universal World.
But I really ever since I heard the idea of having Sammy and KO recreate
I did too.
Eddie and Chris scene, I really wanted it.
Yeah.
But if you think about it logically, they got him signed to a big contract.
Oh yeah.
And if he's not pushed as a star, then what's the point? Right? So he's got to get his believability in.
Logan Paul is keeping this title until at least SummerSlam. It's in his hometown.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's looking like.
SummerSlam's in his hometown?
Or it's in Ohio where he's from.
I don't think he's losing at SummerSlam then.
I mean, maybe, I don't know. But I said he's at least champion. He's going to be champion going into SummerSlam.
So yeah, this match, actually, I'm thinking about it, probably hurt me big time in predictions.
I can't even remember who I actually picked on the draft sheets now. So,
I went with Logan Paul. I knew he wasn't losing.
All right, what match do we have next?
Up next is the Io Sky and Bayley Women's Championship match.
Now they had they played the trailer, and did you guys see the sandwich pants?
No, once again, I get commercials. I don't get
all right
the packages.
Do you know what the sandwich pants are, Showtime?
those weird pants she was wearing for a while, right?
Yeah, the very beginning, they had big squares in it that
Yeah,
looked.
yeah.
We used to say on the podcast, she's got sandwiches in there. She's helping her friends with after you're hungry. But um, this match was pretty good.
Yeah.
Um, it went the perfect amount of time, I think. Um, Entertaining. Bailey. There's no way Bailey was losing this. But no Bailey buddies.
I was kind of hoping we would get her old music back, even if just for one night. And I thought we were getting it because she debuted a new song, but there was that silence for a second, and I kind of got my hopes up thinking we were going to get her old theme music.
Yeah, and the Bailey buddies would have been like gigantic Bailey. That
That would have been awesome.
But I'm happy for Bailey. She's better as a face, I think.
Oh, absolutely.
Like she did some really great heel work.
Yeah.
And I don't think as a face she was taken as seriously.
Yeah.
No, because
when she became a heel, she really cemented herself.
The Bailey, well, let's face it, the Bailey buddies were kind of killing her after a while because they just looked too childish at that point.
Well, she was never able to get that big win as a face.
Yeah.
So
you know what? No, that she did her last few years as a heel though was solid work, especially the booking with her and Sasha being like heel tag partners and stuff with the double cross, and then her starting the heel faction. Like she was on a great roll as a heel, and but not like I said this morning, when she needed to win, she out of the four horsewomen, she never's yet to have a good WrestleMania moment, and now she's
I
finally
think she
had
could
her.
easily be the Cody Rhodes of the women's division now. Like she cemented herself.
Yeah.
When you go heel like that and become a huge star, when you go face, you get that bigger pop.
It really depends how they package her for here on out. WWE's got to package her right and give her the right people for the next few feuds.
Even being the Sami Zayn of the women's division kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I have a question. Did anybody understand Bailey's entrance? Like why she came out as an Egyptian god or goddess?
I was very confused by that too.
Some of the entrances don't make sense at all.
So then again, didn't she play that said character for a Triple H entrance at WrestleMania when she was in NXT or something like that?
I don't know. Was she? Because I know Sasha and Charlotte were there. Was Bailey there as well? I don't remember.
Well, maybe it was Alexa. Yeah, maybe she's done another. Yeah, I don't know. It made no sense to me either. That entrance really was kind of, huh?
All right, so reminder to come up with. Now it doesn't have to be a retro video game. It's just gonna be a video game. We're gonna open up the floodgates for tonight only. You can pick any game. But good for Bailey. She's finally gets the props she deserves. I think Bailey was always the lowest woman in the horsewomen.
Yeah, she was treated like that.
Yeah, and she's really probably the better wrestler of all of them.
Yeah, like she didn't get called up with the other three during the women's revolution.
Yeah.
Like she was left back in NXT. And I agree with you. I think she's probably the best overall out of all four of them.
Yeah, technical wrestler.
Yeah, not just that, technical wrestler, best on the mic. Like I think she could say she's probably the best of the four.
I agree. I fully agree.
Yeah. So what do we got next?
Well, it's the main event.
That is crazy.
I know.
I guess we're going to be ending the show early tonight.
Well, there's a lot to talk about in this match. Yes.
So let's start by the entrances.
Yes.
So I'll cover Cody. You can cover Romans. All right.
Sure.
So Cody comes out in a skull mask with the crown and the
Elevated
Americana.
too.
Yeah, that was really cool. Um, it was over the top, and Cody Cody needed that big entrance.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it
But
was
you
weird. Like,
forgot to mention though, they had Brandy. They had Brandy
Oh
coming
right,
out.
yes, and
First time on
Brandy.
Brandy. Yeah, pulled the mask off him, and then she said, "Finish the story." But the only
Yeah, and
disappointing thing
what
is,
was cool about that was she looked surprised by the pop she got.
yeah, she was. But
It's like you
it was
guys
too
like
bad.
me.
I really thought they were gonna have Down Straight play his entrance tonight. That was the only disappointment. But the whole him coming up elevated with the
Do you know
mask and
what
all
actually be
that.
funny? If they booed Brandy. Oh
like
man,
I thought she was going to get involved in this match. She was in wrestling gear and everything. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, this ain't going to end good for her.
She's gonna go through a table.
all right. This should eat up some time.
Yeah.
We have Caleb backstage, and he is going to give us his thoughts on this Cody finishing the story. Hello, Caleb. How's it going?
Oh, dude. I'm so happy.
Now, you're literally crying.
Tears of joy, buddy.
He's crying tears of happiness. That's cool.
I got one question for you. How can you be happy about Cody while wearing a Bloodline shirt?
I don't have any toy rolls merchandise, so I'm always what I have.
Well, you need to get your Cody Rhodes shirt.
Yeah, I did it for Christmas and my birthday this year.
Okay, that's good. That's good. So tell us what you thought about this match.
Best match of my life. This is for his dad. He deserves this. It's a good day to become a fan of pro wrestling. It makes me cry. He did. Let's celebrate with some water.
You should dump a little bit on your head to celebrate. He's not gonna do it. All right, Caleb. Thank you so much for calling in. Go Cody Rhodes, right?
Oh.
Something. Start the show. All right. See you later, Caleb. That's really cool that it made Caleb cry.
Yeah.
Uh,
Some people found it very emotional. I mean, he's not the only one. Tiffany in our group chat said she had some tears too. So
I'm not gonna lie, I had to try to hold it off a little bit.
but before we move on to Roman's entrance, like I like the beginning of Cody's entrance. Like
Yeah.
it was like painting over like a barren wasteland of like just tattered Nightmare Family flags. I thought it was pretty cool. I really liked it.
I forgot about that. Was pretty badass too. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Roman comes out to not nearly as much pomp and circumstance as I thought we were getting. But he had like the Philadelphia City All City Choir, which is pretty cool, sitting there playing his theme song. That's probably something they'll never ever forget. So that's an awesome moment for those kids.
Yeah.
But yeah, like this, I was shocked at how fast he got to the ring. I'm not gonna lie. After last night, tonight just felt like he was like walking with a purpose.
And I like that. I like that he was walking with a purpose. It makes it like Undertaker said something funny. He said, everyone knows that I walk slow as hell when it comes to going to the ring, but there's a reason for that. And I go slower when I know it's a really shitty opponent I have. He's
That's
like, if
hilarious.
I know it's going to be a shitty match, I will drag that thing out till the
Like,
cows
let's
come
put
home.
more time into the entrance and less time into the match.
How long was that Bill Goldberg entrance for Undertaker?
Oh, I have no idea.
Oh my goodness, that was a shitty match.
And he almost died.
Yeah,
That's because Goldberg decided to concuss himself before the match like an idiot.
there. Like let's talk about that for a second since we go on side trails. I remember so many times before Bill Goldberg's match, he's bleeding on his forehead as he's talking from smashing his own head.
Yeah, he did that every match.
Against lockers and doors.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he
He probably does have brain damage from all the times because he used to dent some of the doors in lockers too when he was doing that.
Well, not just that, he played football. I guarantee you he has something.
Yeah.
Some CTE or something. I feel like it's almost a given.
I think you probably have a little roid rage going on there too.
Oh, that too. Yeah.
Probably.
Like if you on roids and you're getting all pumped up, and I could see you just doing stupid stuff like that.
Yep. Okay, so we were ready to get back to the match.
All right. So this match was pretty long. Had some decent back and forth. Cody was under Roman's thumb early. He took a lot of beatings to start the match. Then he started making the comeback. It was even. And once Cody got the advantage, he's hitting, you think he hit 2 crossroads on Roman Reigns, and out comes Jimmy Uso.
Surprise, surprise.
And so this is when the interference starts.
The shenanigans.
And out comes Jay for the save. Now, let's talk about this one. Jay spears Jimmy off the thing, and it looked like they missed a little bit.
I think Jay took the worst of that.
Yeah. It looked like the tables did separate apart because for where the one table that was broken and where the other table that was semi-broken, it was like there was a good gap between them. So I'm like, yeah, they good chance those tables moved when they went off.
All right, Joe, what happens next?
Okay, so after Jimmy and Jay, Cody again goes for the trio of crossroads, and out comes Solo Sikoa. Hits a spike. They work him over for a bit. And then out comes who's next?
They hit the spike. Then they did the spike with the spear combo.
Spike and the spear, and
where you think, oh no, Cody's gonna get pinned right here for the 3.
Now, is this when John Cena comes out?
Yes, this is where Cena's music hits. Comes out, brawls with Solo, puts him through a table, and then as soon as that hat hits, here comes the final boss. He comes strolling down in his, I guess for lack of a better term, his Elvis suit of the night. Comes down, disposes of Cena super quick. Cena goes for a punch, just hits him with a rock bottom.
Yeah.
Pulls off his belt, gets ready to start talking trash to Mama Rhodes, gets ready to start whipping Cody, and we hear that gong. And I did not see this one coming. I lost my shit.
I was thinking Stone Cold Steve Austin was going to be the one.
Before this, let's not forget, we heard the, did we already talk about Seth Rollins?
Oh, no. Yeah, I skipped. Yeah.
Yeah, we had the Shield music that would go off.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Which was really confusing.
There's just so much that happened. I couldn't keep track of it all.
I think that this was lost on people. I think they really botched this because I think they were trying to tease that Seth was going to be joining Roman.
Yeah, but
but
it was so
didn't.
funny. It was they made Seth look weak. It was like, oh, Seth somehow just wiggled his way to the ring, and
Well,
Roman takes him out instantly.
Seth just went there to get his ass kicked.
Yeah,
I think,
literally.
dude, I think my favorite part of this is little Nate, like looking shocked too, like looking around trying to find him. I'm like, why do you care? But then, yeah, we got
Yeah,
yeah,
Seth Rollins. He he was just there to get his ass
yeah,
kicked.
what
Yeah,
Roman did, what a spear
twice.
or a Superman punch to him, wiped him out.
Now, is this now we get the Undertaker? Is this a tease for maybe a Rock Undertaker match coming up, maybe in Saudi Arabia? Because that makes sense.
That could very possibly.
They both take the big paychecks, and
I don't want to see that.
No, I mean, I
I
don't
don't want
think.
to.
I don't think Undertaker could get in as good ring shape as Rock did for last night's match. And
yeah, I don't think I honestly don't want Undertaker to do it because he he doesn't need his body beaten up anymore. Like
No, I just.
a one-off of Mania is good enough.
Oh yeah, like it was shocking because I honestly thought we were getting Stone Cold Steve Austin, and I think I would have enjoyed that a little bit more, just given the history of Austin and Rock at Mania. But
Also, Rock just punked out Cena so bad.
not only did Seth look like a bitch, then Cena looked like a bitch the moment Rock got in there. Like literally, he got hit with two moves, and now Cena, Superman, is now laying on the ground and rolled out of the ring from those.
I would have liked to seen them do a little bit more before that happened.
Yeah, trading punches a bit. But with Undertaker, though, at least though, they no special costumes, no gimmick or nothing. It was just him in a black hoodie. Just like it was like almost just like felt like, oh yeah, the motorcycle Undertaker.
like, yeah, this was the epitome of show up, kick ass, leave.
Yeah,
That's what he did.
it could have been a last minute call too. Maybe they had Steve Austin or somebody else written in, and Undertaker was an audible. That could have been very possible right there. Because it wasn't like he did, man. He didn't really do much besides the chokeslam, and that was it.
Yeah. So before we go to the end, though, I do want to talk about Roman had some really good spots at like just commentary in this match. Like he hits Cody with the crossroads and Cody kicks out. He was like, I knew it. This move sucks. He never beats anybody with it.
So we got a new member here in the chat, Cindy Covey. How you doing,
Hello,
Cindy?
Cindy. How you doing?
And she says, I need to go to bed, but I need to relax first. Do you understand? I kind of understand.
Story of my life.
The idea of maybe watching The Office or not Friends or Seinfeld or maybe
Maybe
Curb
she
Your
needs
Enthusiasm.
maybe she needs my voice to put her to sleep.
Maybe.
Your your Caleb X voice. Oh my goodness. That was a really good segment this morning, by the way. Does this mean that Caleb and the X are back together?
No, but I think he still owes his ex replica title too.
And I got a feeling she's gonna raise the bar now.
She better.
Like I feel she's gonna want something else too.
Cody's got to hold on to the title to at least SummerSlam.
I think she's got a list of things that she probably wants. But yeah, Cody Rhodes, he delivers. Was it 3 crossroads?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep, it was 3. Finally gets the 1, 2, 3.
Hey guys, look, Cindy thinks we're cool.
Sweet. Appreciate the compliment.
You know what, Cindy? You're very cool. Thank you so much for
Tuning in.
Make sure you like and subscribe, and hopefully we'll see you again on another show. All right.
But yeah,
let's talk about Cody finishing the story here now. Who wants to go first?
I will. I can't believe it. Like, in our prediction league, I picked Cody to win. But in my heart of hearts, I wasn't sure. I'm going to be because there's been so many times before where they've built up someone to take this title off of them and they just wouldn't pull the trigger. And I was like, this honestly, for me, saved WrestleMania.
Yeah.
This brought everything together. It finally felt like a WrestleMania moment.
Yes, this was that big WrestleMania moment.
And then you have everyone running out to lift him up as the conquering hero. Yep. You get the shot of him getting on one knee, handing the belt to his mom like he's wanted to do. That was probably the most emotional, and that's what I wanted to see the most because he's talked about it so many times. Yeah. I wanted to see him be able to do.
I think tomorrow night on Raw will be really cool.
Yes, I think so. I don't know. Is he going to be on Raw? Because he's a SmackDown champion.
You got to bring him on Raw. You have to. you got to give him one last Raw.
Yeah.
Yeah, this. Guess what? I just won 2 mystery shirts.
Nice.
Yeah.
Magician.
Nice.
So.
I wonder if it's a bet that Liam is happy to lose.
I bet he is. I bet she's going to enjoy seeing that. I've been trying to, and if you guys could do this too when you post in all of the wrestling community, I've been trying when you put results in, just put a little spoiler alert thing at the top because I think that's a good idea. Not too many groups do that. So
yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. So not like you can catch it in time anyways, but you see that spoiler alert, you still have a chance to click away as soon as you see spoiler alert. But
excuse me, sorry.
Well, you go on the give you the last
word. Go ahead, Showtime. Tell us what this meant to you.
Honestly, I was almost a little choked up, almost like Caleb at the end, because I've been wanting to see it. As soon as Cody Rhodes got to the WWE, I've been wanting to see this moment to happen the whole time. And it was final. It honestly looked like the screw job was going to happen again. They almost made the feel that they were going to do the screw job again. But to have Cody then just take Roman with just doing the crossroads, making it a queen. It didn't take him having to stack a pile of chairs or any gimmick crap like that to pin Roman. No, it was a beautiful moment. And then to have the moment with the family and all the other wrestlers that have been part of his career the last little while, that was a very touching moment. But one thing I was shocked, there was no confetti or anything. I don't even recall any good pyro at the end when he won.
I think they would have had some. I know they might have had the fireworks. There was no fireworks in this WrestleMania at all.
Not many, no.
No, it was
hardly the WrestleManias. They do the whole big.
Yeah, fireworks.
This is what you get with the TKO era.
Well, it's kind of shitty because this is supposed to be your centennial moment with it being 4 decades, your 40th year.
So maybe they're saving it for 50.
Yeah.
Who knows?
But yeah, this was probably the coolest WrestleMania moment.
Yeah.
Since Daniel Bryan. I would say just Daniel Bryan.
I liked Kofi.
The Kofi one was good, but it wasn't as good.
And it wasn't a main event moment either. Was that one?
No.
But I honestly say this is officially my favorite WrestleMania moment and main event. That's just me.
Yeah, I think the Daniel Bryan one, to me that's the closest to this one comes because they had roadblocks in his way. They're trying to put roadblocks in Cody's way. They're very similar.
Yeah.
But Cody Rhodes, he's as big a star in wrestling as anybody.
Yes, absolutely.
Like he's not he's cemented his legacy as one of the all-time greats now.
Yeah. The moment he took off from WWE to go cement himself, he's really made himself a legacy, and then now he's really tossed him up there and say, "Yeah, I'm one of the all-time greats."
So yeah, it makes sense. Good for Cody Rhodes. Good for the WWE on a big WrestleMania night. Anyone else say anything else to say before we do our flower shop?
I just say that they knew it. This is one of those times they knew this is the moment fans wanted it. Everybody wanted this moment. This moment needed to happen. If they didn't allow this moment, they were really going to screw themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, calling the audible was so smart because, and especially with all the Vince McMahon drama that was going on at the time,
Yeah.
that they used it smartly because, like, well, if the fans want this, let's focus on that instead of Vince McMahon, which was very smart. Whoever decided to pivot at that moment, very smart.
Absolutely.
So I guess let's go to the flower shop, and we're going to talk about.
Can we do favorite match, favorite entrance,
and
video
favorite video game, and your rating. All right, who wants to go first?
I think Shane should go first.
All right. Let's get video game out of the way since I took the WrestleMania theme game yesterday out of the favorite game. You were talking about NHL 94 the other day for Sega. I didn't personally own this game, but one of my good friends was able to play it for Sega. Meet and League
Yeah, it's
Hockey.
also Super Nintendo. So,
well, this one wasn't for Super Nintendo. But this Meet and League Hockey, unfortunately, was only a Sega only. So I got to play it with my friend. Like that was a badass. It was made from EA too. It seemed like they pretty much used the same platform for NHL 94, but made it more violent for Meet and League Hockey.
Just because of that, I've changed my game to another weird game. I'll tell you when my turn.
All right. So, anyways, of course, match of the night, we got to go with Roman versus Cody. That had all the storytelling match. It went long, but it didn't quite go as long as the tag team match yesterday. And then it gave plenty of time to watch the celebration and for Cody to give the proper thank you to the people he wanted to thank. Best entrance. But I'll have to go with Cody again with just bringing out Brandy. The first time we seen Brandy, like I think they showed her once on camera sitting in the front row for one of his matches, but I don't think they've yet to have her back on TV and that type of a role on the stage or whatever. So yeah, I'd have to give the straight all to Cody and the Cody moments. Now the WrestleMania itself, I can only give it a 3. Most of it was trash. I hate to say it, but most of it was trash. The only really good it was hard. A lot of it lost me. Like a lot of the matches we were talking about earlier, they lost me. They just
that's fair.
They did not feel like WrestleMania matches, which that was the problem. So like the only good match.
Cody match saved it.
The Cody match saved it. That's why. Okay, you know what? I got to give it a 3.5.
Okay. You're realizing you're being a little harsh.
Yeah, I mean that was the main match because the other matches I just can't say were really memorable.
Yeah,
Sorry,
to me, an ending is the most important thing, and it saves the whole, not just night one, not just night two. It saves night one as well because it's just.
To be fair, I thought night one as a package was better than night two. That's just my personal opinion.
And if you think about it, all the Hulk Hogan WrestleManias, aside from a few matches, people only remembered the main events.
Yeah, that's very true. You're right there. Yeah.
So, like, I think we're just being very critical. All right, go ahead, EVP Joe.
Okay, so my match of the night, I'm going with the main event as well.
Yeah.
Just can't believe they finally did it. It feels like Cody's been back in the E for forever.
Yeah.
My entrance though, I'm giving to Drew. I loved that entrance, the bagpipes and everything. It was great. I loved it. My game, so it is a current game that I have spent an unhealthy amount of hours playing with friends online, and that is Destiny 2.
Oh wow.
It is like a futuristic, like first person shooter, third person shooter looter game. But I have spent literally probably close to 2,000 hours in that game with friends online.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like the community we have here. Before I had this community, I had my Destiny 2 crew that I played with like every night. So
I've had a few games like that.
and yeah, I'm going like 3.5 for this as well. The opener was great. The final 2 matches were really good. The triple threat match was okay, but the other 2 matches just, again, not enough time, I think, is the problem.
Yeah.
So
All right. So with mine, I'm going with obviously Cody Rhodes. So happy that he got to finish the story. Very, very cool. So happy for him. So this chase was so long. The chase, and it was really cool. And I think we'll find that. What now? Right? They got
that's
it.
going to be key. Is how do they follow this up?
How do they follow this up?
And like that's the problem. You have Roman reign for so long that he's basically made it to where there's no credible challengers now. It's going to take some work to really build that division back up.
Yeah, for
maybe
sure.
Seth Rollins gets one, even though it's going to be a different brand than SmackDown, but maybe Seth Rollins gets one of the first few shots because he helped Cody.
I think Seth Rollins, we won't see him for a while.
There could be that too, yeah.
Maybe him and Becky both go away. Both of them have their contracts expiring soon.
So. I think he needs to rest up for a bit.
Well, he needs to go away to be missed. We've said this before. Absence makes the heart grow fonder.
Yeah,
if you're never away, we can't miss you.
And my entrance is definitely, I'm going with Cody's as well. That thing, I don't know why no one did this before. So that's really cool that they thought of this. And my video game, I don't know if you've heard of this, for the Sega Genesis, Booger Man, the pick and flick adventure.
I've heard of
it.
Now, he farted and you could light the flames on fire. You'd flick your boogers at people and you'd kill them. Like, it was a great side scroller. This was also from Electronic Arts.
This sounds like EA went to some drunk frat boys on a Saturday night and said, "Hey, design us a game," and this is what they came up with.
And
when you made a lot of wild games.
When you didn't move him, he went booger. Put his finger. They must have some fun making this game. But that's it for us, guys. We made it an hour and a little bit.
What's your rating?
Oh, right. Sorry. My rating, I'm going with I'm going to go 4.1. Just because of the Cody, that big main event.
Yeah. Hold on.
The night one, we had a great Sami Zayn moment. That match and
we were spoiled. We were spoiled that one. Seriously, compared to night 2, we were spoiled.
I think night 1. I actually like night 2 better.
Oh.
I don't really know. Like I have the same complaints for both night 1 and night 2. So
I think I'm a big fan of great endings. So this does it for me. So if you invite me over for dinner and give me something really crappy for dinner, and you give me a good dessert. All right, guys.
Our average is 3.7, by the way.
That's not bad.
No.
3 point what?
3.7.
Okay, yeah, 3.0. Yeah, it's almost a 4. It's not bad. It's not a bad.
And honestly, it's higher than night one. Our night one average was 3.69.
Yeah. What did we give? What did we give the? I don't know if you remember we did the Elimination Chamber.
I don't remember that.
No, I figure you don't remember. Anyways, that's it for us, guys. These guys got, especially UB Joe, he's got to go to bed. It's getting late. He's got work in the morning. So thank you so much for tuning in. On behalf of EVP Joe, on behalf of SLY Showtime, I am Canada Dry. And remember to just keep fighting.
This has been an effing worldwide media production. You can find us on all social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, and others. Head over to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/effing wrestling. And while you're there, click like and subscribe. Want some swag? Head to our store at prowrestlingtees.com/effing wrestling. You can find all these links and much more at our awesome website, effingwrestling.com. As the JFB always says, you can book it.